Hi, everybody. Welcome back for another tarot tea time. Thank you guys for being patient. I've been having some stuff going on with my hard drive, but I think I'm figuring it out. Just a little glitch here and there. So, thank you guys. How is everybody? Happy Monday. How was the start to the week? It's Gemini season now. Gemini season just started today. And are you feeling the energy shift? I feel like I am. This is obviously affecting a different part of our birth charts than Taurus season. We're going to be talking about that in this week's podcast. We're going to talk about where this is lighting up your chart, where we have Jupiter going. I'm so excited about the astrology, but this week is really good luck. So I just want to put that out there before we even get into the tea so that we're all mindful that this week is just like a great week for all of us as far as manifesting good luck, positive things happening. So manifesting that for everybody here, for all of our tea timers. And let's dive into the tarot tea because there are definitely some people who, they may be reaping a different type of karma this week. The stories have been wild. Let's start from the top, shall we? Okay, I have my little list here. Mm, the stories are crazy. So, we're going to start with the first story. Some people leave the juiciest for last. I want to go ahead and just come right out of the gate and start with Diddy because wow. As soon as all this came out, I was like, we've got to discuss on our live stream. We've got to spill the tarot tea because we've been talking about Diddy for so long on this channel. And I remember that I was like thinking and sharing with you guys that I just feel like more is going to come out, more evidence. We're just going to kind of see that what was like coming out previously was the tip of the iceberg. And I really thought that with Pluto retrograde in Aquarius and then in Capricorn, that was when more was going to come out. And I did not expect more to look like this. So, it's so awful, but I'm glad that it's come to light because people need to know the truth. Cassie needs to feel supported and vindicated. And I'm glad that he's been exposed. Babaloo tea time. Melissa, spicy tea. Hello, Melissa. Hello, Babaloo. How are you guys? How was your Monday? Oh my gosh, you and Lila say hi. Tell Lily I said hi too. Tell Lily that, let's see, Archer, Dolly, and Sunny say hi. Michael got me this sweatshirt. I'm going to show you guys. Y'all see it? It's Archer. Wait. Archer, Dolly, and Sunny backwards. Michael got me that for like National Dog Moms Day, on like the Saturday before Mother's Day, and it just arrived. And he was like so annoyed trying to track it. But today is National Dog Rescue Day. So I was like, this is a good day to wear it. Plus, it's just precious. Anyway, I love it. It's my new favorite item of clothing. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Penny. I love them. They're so wonderful and they're doing great, you guys. I have to do a video about updating it just like with the dog rescue stuff because we have gotten Sunny rehabbed. I'm so excited. And they're like friends now. So we're happy. Things are going well over here. It was a little crazy for a while, but things are finally going well. Okay, back to the spicy tea. Thank you guys for being so sweet. Let's see. Okay, what are y'all saying? Diddy should have taken responsibility for this before the video surfaced. Voice of Davis, such a good point. When I saw the apology video, first of all, there are some things that you can say you're sorry. I don't know. I think there's a zero tolerance policy for that. It was horrible. The video just made me sick. I'm sure you guys feel the same way. But yeah, it's like it's very performative. And Cassie even came out with a statement saying that, her statement was amazing, but she basically said, now, now that you're saying that's like too little, too late, because he denied it until this video came out, essentially making her look like a liar. I think there's no coming back from this. He's done. Now it's just, is legal action going to be taken against him? And I think that it will. I think that all of this is culminating. Like I said, more is coming out, but I really think that he's going to be seeking justice, or he is going to see justice during this Pluto retrograde period. And we have through October. So plenty of time for everything to come out and for him to be, facing the consequences. All right. What are you guys saying? Chrissy, a little too late. Agreed. Agreed. I have my like a little iced coffee thing that I made here. We went out last night to like a charity event. I had a few cocktails, so I'm like, no drinking tonight, just the coffee. Okay, what else you guys saying? I'm gonna start pulling some cards here in a second. Michelle not buying that apology video. He doesn't even say her name. Yeah, right? I felt like he, like, wrote it down. To me, it looked like he was, like, holding something behind the camera or, like, maybe his PR person wrote it. I mean, it's over. You've been exposed. Done. The article that I found this morning before I even saw the video, this was from TMZ, and it was basically I linked it in the community tab post, but basically just it said, "Diddy not laying low, out and about in Miami after Cassie video." Like, I think it's so insincere. In this one, he's, like, doing a little, like, number 1. Like, no, like, he is who he is. He's smoking a cigar, like, it's bad. It's bad. It's all bad, and I think that luckily we're in a time period where the fake apologies, people doing those things, Pluto has moved on from Capricorn into Aquarius. This is a collective shift that we've been experiencing, and the time of men in power being able to abuse and harm people who are smaller or weaker or whatever, that time is over. It's done. Like, equality is what is going to be reigning, and I'm so excited for it. And of course, we're going to see these people topple. He's just one on the list. So thankfully, he's been exposed. I just picked up my deck, and what was on the bottom of the deck? The 7 of Swords. Just happened to look. This is like this sleazy liar card. So the tarot tea's already talking, and we haven't even started spilling. So let's buckle up and let's let's pull some cards. You're a proud. Oh, thank you, Sage Moon. You're so sweet. I am a proud dog mama. I love them so much. Duffy, not daddy. Oh, Melissa. Diddy, Diddy, not daddy. Oh, I thought you were calling him Duffy. I was like, okay, that's funny. Diddy's a mess. You play, you pay. That's right, Chrissy. It's time. It's time. Sometimes I hate autocorrect. I know, Melissa, me too. So, what are we going to pull cards on? I'm not sure. I just want to see what comes through with this current energy. What's next? I just want to pull some cards. I don't know. It's such a crazy story, and it's also wild to me that he's made it this long. It took Pluto going retrograde in Aquarius and into Capricorn to really expose things in the light of day, in my opinion. And with his Scorpio sun, we don't know his rising sign. I was looking into his birth chart before coming on here, and I'm so disappointed that we don't have his birth time because knowing his rising sign and where all of the houses are in his chart and like which zodiac sign rules each house would have been super helpful and interesting. But we can still get a lot of information about him just from his noon chart. So I'll talk about that in a second. But let's pull some cards first, and then we'll look at his astrology. Okay. So let's see. Anything about Diddy that can come through with the cards? See what we get here. The Lover's card. Yeah. So this is about his romantic relationships. And I feel that this is coming through to talk about how he's being exposed through his romantic relationships. The Lover's card's also about choices. So this is talking about the choices that he's made in his romantic relationships. That is so dead on. I can't even take it. Yeah. The choices that he's made in his romantic relationships are the reason that he's in the position that he's in. I mean, what? Oh, okay. Those cards jumped. I'll take them. I mean, what more can you say at this point, Um, Knight of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles together. Okay. So I'm getting some kind of weird storyline here, and I'm getting goosebumps. So confirmation, we're going to go ahead and roll with this. It's a little spooky, so hang on to your hat. But this is talking about Knight of Cups energy is someone who brings people like a cup of love by being, displaying admiration. This reminds me of the Justin Bieber video that we talked about a while ago, where Justin was like, I think 16 in this video. And you could tell it was really made kind of uncomfortable by Diddy, but it was something that was being filmed maybe for like MTV or, how they used to like film Justin Bieber. And I just remember like all the young celebrities would be on like VH1, MTV. It was kind of like a thing. We would just watch those types of celebrity videos. And so it was public, but it was still weird. And the way that it went down, Justin was kind of like, "Hi, nice to meet you." And Diddy was talking about this car that was really cool. And Justin was new to the industry. He was a kid. And he was like, "Oh, yeah, like, you like that car?" And like showing him the car. And then he said, "I'll give you one of these for your for your 16th birthday or 18th birthday. And you could tell Justin was like, "Oh, wow, that's so cool." Immediately, I was like, "Ew, I feel like he's, like, bribing him with gifts." He didn't even know him, they had just met. It was strange, definitely gave, like, grooming vibes, right? So, all that to say, Knight of Cups with the 10 of Pentacles is talking about someone who brings gifts, who gives people gifts, who butters people up by being really nice, by act this is also the Prince Charming card, but since we're talking about Diddy, and his love life and relationships, this is obviously fake, right? This is his false self, his mask. So this is just talking about how, the people that he basically swindled and the women that he swindled into relationships, it always started, this is very sad, but it always started with gifts and kindness. And he was making choices throughout the course of his romantic relationships that led to where he's at today. But he definitely is one of those people that was very strategic about how he treats people. I mean, it's giving like sociopath. Oh, it's spooky. This is really creepy. Ooh, we're gonna need a little shower after this. Sage Moon, I suspect he's a Cap rising. Sage Moon, I totally agree with you. I'm so happy that you said that because I was thinking earlier, like when I was looking at his chart, I was thinking I could totally see Capricorn rising because he has that type of like structured, like his body, like physically, he's kind of structured. I know that sounds kind of weird to say, but you can tell people's rising signs, right, from like looking at them sometimes. And he has kind of like that structured look, and he seems very businessy and almost like even though he is a rapper and he's in like party environments, he always comes across as a little bit like stuffy or stiff, like he never jokes around. And yeah, I felt Capricorn energy too. Okay, Sage Moon, I think if you and I both think that, I'd go with it. Like I'm gonna go with it. So very interesting there. Okay. If we go on that, there are other transits that we could look at that could explain some of this. Okay, what are you guys saying? Hi, Robin. How are you? Oh my gosh. So happy you guys are all here. This is fun. Mm, Melissa. It's crazy how the tape resurfaces after the statute of limitations is over. Is it? Okay, lawyer mode. Good. Lawyer mode coming in with some law tea. We need him for like a dedicated like podcast episode. The feds are closing in. It's only a matter of time before a grand jury gets a look at the trafficking evidence, and then we'll see. Michael, thank you so much for the info. Okay, good. Wait, we have more law tea here. Melissa, probably why he settled the civil case with the ex girlfriend the day after it was filed. That way, if he really paid to hide the video until the statute of limitations ran out, he wouldn't have to turn it over. Michael, thank you so much in Discovery. Michael, thank you so much for weighing in. That's really, really helpful. It pays to have a husband who's a lawyer, who's a tea timer. Am I right, guys? Okay. Thank you. I'm so curious about all of that. Sage Moon says, icky stuff. Sounds like love bombing. Yes, Sage Moon, it totally sounds like love bombing. Michelle, would the cards say if there was any sexual harassment or with Bieber for entertainment purposes only? Obviously. Oh, yeah, I forgot to say all of this is for entertainment purposes only because we are talking about some heavy subject matter, legal stuff. You know what, Michelle? I can pull a card to see. We'll just see. I'm gonna keep it kind of general because I don't want to be too like, you know what I mean? Like these topics are pretty crazy, but I'm curious too. Let's just get a card to describe the general nature of Diddy's relationship, friendship, whatever you want to call it, weird mentorship with Justin Bieber. Let's just see what comes through. I think that's interesting, Melissa. Hi, Beth. How are you? It's so good to see you. Thank you. I'm so glad we're spilling the tea too. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah. And Michael, everybody loves the sweatshirt. Okay. He worked hard on this. He had to like find the different dogs and stuff. Anyway, very sweet. Okay. Back to this. Justin and Diddy. Nature of the relationship, please. 8 of Wands. I really don't like this. Beth, I know you know. Okay. How do I say this nicely? Because this is really gross. 8 of Wands. Think about wands, right? in the deck, we'll say like someone's leading with the wands, whatever. 8 of wands could be like multiple people. This is very delicate. I would say, based on the question that we asked, I feel weird going too far with this question because it's really sad. But I would say the answer is yes. What we're suspecting was going on, I think it was going on. And I don't think that it was just with Diddy because we have 8 of wands. 8 is a number that has to do with power. So this is about someone wanting to dominate somebody else in the context of this question. So I do feel like Diddy does these things because he wants power, um, which is really sad. And that lines up with what we know about, people who are abusers and things like that. Allegedly, I don't know. So yeah, I would say definitely this would be a confirmation. Also, the multiple wands, this is very sad because this is alluding to the fact that there may have been more than one person participating in this, and it was about power. And I think that it felt very disempowering for Justin on the other side of it. Very sad. Oh my gosh. I'm glad that he's married and having a baby and happy because I think that he went through so, so much. That makes me incredibly sad. And I'm really glad that Diddy's being exposed and he can make all the little videos that he wants. But like what Michael said, once we get there where everything, the case is actually, hopefully he goes to trial and hopefully they charge him and all these things. I do think that's gonna happen, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. I think that the people who were victims of Diddy will finally feel like at least they've seen justice. This is so sad. He has harmed so many people. Ew. Evil, evil, evil. Don't ever pay for 2-day shipping, Michael. I think he did. He was after him. I agree, Babalu. Beth. Wait, what did Beth say? I just see Penny says Beth. Hold on. I gotta scroll up. Oh, I think she said hi. Okay, okay. I don't want to miss the tea. Okay, Melissa said there's been some things coming out that Usher was uncomfortable being around and living with Diddy resurfacing too. That's so sad. I feel like all of them probably went through something similar. And if you look at like the way that Diddy treated Cassie, if you're going to treat one person that way, you're not a good person. Like you're going to also treat other people in a way that is dominating and violent. And the fact that Usher and Justin were around Diddy when there was a huge age difference. When Justin lived with Diddy, when Usher lived with Diddy and he went to what he is referred to as flavor camp, that his, you know, I think it was like his label set it up with Diddy. I'm sure Diddy orchestrated all of it, but he went and lived with Diddy for a time period and he was only 13 years old. So, it's like if he's going to do this to vulnerable people, women, children, I'm sure everybody probably got the same type of treatment. And that is extremely heartbreaking. And I'm sure that they're all glad that it's coming to light. It's time for it to be exposed. Penny, terrible. I know, terrible. We know that he pimped him out and it's totally upsetting. Yep. I agree, Beth. Diddy's evil. Michelle, I agree. I agree. Also, something interesting. Did you guys notice in the video, when I look at Diddy in that video, it's like there's no one home behind his eyes. Did you guys get that same feeling? Like it feels like nobody's home. And I don't know if that's like a sociopath thing or like a narcissist or it's like an evil person thing, but it just seemed like nobody was home, like very robotic. And I've always kind of felt like that when I've looked at photos of him. Like, you know how most people, like, I don't know, you can just sense their energy or their essence. He just comes across as like, there's like nothing. I don't know. I can't describe it. It's like a void, like nothing there. Maybe that's my intuition picking up on that. I don't know. Tell me, do you guys get that feeling too? Okay. Okay. Let's see. I'm getting a little sip of my tea. We're going to recalibrate. I agree, Beth. You're right. He didn't deserve it. Mm. Okay. Michelle says, yes, he is not present. Sage Moon says, yes, he's a shell of a human being. Hollow energy. I can't look at his eyes because of that. Okay. Sage Moon, Melissa. All right. So we're all kind of on the same page. Our intuition has been going off. Our little alarm bells. I just pray that Justin wasn't involved in any of the Diddy videos. I know, Robin. It's really sad. Really, really sad. Okay. So that's Diddy. Just kind of wanted to talk about it. Let's see. Oh, Lawyer Moog, more law tea. Penny, the federal case is very different. Evidence that won't know. Wait, it's very different. Evidence that won't know about until an indictment comes down. If one is warranted. Federal case is very different. Okay. So the evidence is different for the federal case, and we won't know until there's an indictment if there is. Okay. All right. Thank you, honey. I appreciate that extra context. Right. He is shallow. Yep. Dead eyes. Okay. We won't know about it. Okay. Yes. All right. Perfect, honey. Thank you. All right. Melissa says, allegedly, I saw also where he had tons of cameras around at his parties so he could incriminate other celebrities that were around at his parties to keep them quiet. Wow, Melissa. You know what? It's all going to come out, and I am so glad. Okay. So, Diddy, we see you. You've been exposed. Now, I really hope that the law catches up and that he is indicted. That would be amazing. We will have a party. We will celebrate with a tea party on that day. Okay, next story. More confirmed tea. I'm excited that the tea was confirmed here. And okay, guys, do you remember when we did the live tarot tea and I got those cards that basically like Ben and Jen were over? I was kind of shocked, honestly, and I was just like, I'm just going to say it because this is what I think. But there are times as like a tarot reader when you're like, what if I'm totally wrong? Like this is a crazy statement, like that they're already done. And I was just like, they're already done and they're living separate lives. Like I wouldn't be surprised if he moved out. I need to find that and like clip it and put it on Instagram or something because then there was like it was like the roast, or this was, I don't remember if I said it before or after the roast, but there was the Met Gala where he didn't attend with her. That was another thing. And then like just this past week, now news has broken that, they've broken up, like not together. People are saying that she's looking for a new home in LA. They haven't been living like it's like all of the press is basically saying that they're living apart and that their relationship is over. According to this Page 6 article, sources are saying that Ben has now come to his senses about the fever dream Jennifer Lopez marriage. There is just no way this is going to work, was the quote from the source. So, wow. The tea's talking, the tarot tea's talking. So I do want to pull some more cards around them because there are so many stories coming out about them now. What are you guys thinking? Oh, I heard Jennifer Gardner is engaged. Voice of Davis. Yes, I just watched a Tisa Tells video. My other like guilty pleasure. I just watched a video where Tisa was pointing out that Ben is like spending a lot more time with Jennifer Garner and that it's getting uncomfortable because her fiance, who used to be, let's see, Angelina Jolie's husband, Johnny Lee Miller is his name. She was saying that like it's getting uncomfortable because he's wondering like why is Ben always at the house, like, and that this could have been part of the reason that Ben like came to his senses about JLo. To me, Ben seems like somebody who is emotionally like just always conflicted, like dramatic. It's like, okay, you divorce one woman to be with somebody else and then realize once that woman is happy that you actually miss her because it's giving chaotic, right? It's it's wild. So, and also Jennifer Lopez, like she doesn't seem like the nicest person, right? We know. I mean, I've talked about her here before. So let's just pull some cards and see what's coming through. Michelle, did you see that Taylor? Yes, I did, Michelle. I did. I did. Um, so Michelle, I absolutely will pull some cards. So I did in the podcast episode with the Met Gala tea, like I mentioned at the very beginning of this, I was having issues with my hard drive. I'm still having a couple issues, but anyway, I won't get into the tech of it, but I'm using an external hard drive. So I was able to recover some stuff. Long story short, in the original recording of the Met Gala episode, I talked about Harry Styles and Taylor Russell because I thought it was interesting that he wasn't there. I still have that footage and it is time stamped. So I am going to go ahead and pull it. But basically, in that assessment, I looked at both of their birth charts and I predicted that they wouldn't stay together. Okay. Anyway, and so now it's come out that they've broken up. And I don't mean to be happy about that, but it's just like, it's shocking, and I actually think they'll be much happier with different people. They do not seem compatible, like, as far as their charts go, but we'll pull some cards to see specifically what happened because I think that is interesting. Thank you, Michelle. Oh, hi, Gigi. Yeah, I was about to have got separated. Yeah. Okay, Sageman says Ben's also allegedly disturbed by the Diddy stuff and JLo's connection to him. Ooh, Sage Moon, interesting. Uh-huh. Robin says Ben moved into a 100K rental home near Jen Garner. Robin, oh my god, you guys, y'all have such good tea. Oh my god, you guys. Okay. Jen Garner's John Miller is not Angelina Jolie's ex, different John Miller. Really? Okay. That's what I saw on Tisa Tells. I mean, that woman has great tea. So I'm always like, okay. But all right, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, let's see. So we are going to pull a couple of cards about Jen and Ben. Let's just see what's going on with them currently. Okay. What is the current energy? Because then, of course, there was a photo of them like reuniting and she had some flowers like a couple days ago. I call BS on it. I think it's just them not wanting the press to catch up yet, but let's just see what's going on with them. One card. Okay. Oof, that was like it like didn't want to come up. That was weird. Okay. God. Page of Wands, a new beginning. Okay. And Page is immature. Okay. And this is the beginning. I think that this is talking about them starting fresh separately, like not together. The reason that I feel that is because their connection does seem to have a little bit of that Page energy. So the fact that they got together originally, like it was like 20 years ago, right? Well, they're not the same people that they were 20 years ago. And I think that sometimes there can be a little bit of like nostalgia associated with why they got back together. Almost like running to each other, maybe more for the sake of like missing who they once were rather than really being in love with each other. And so this page is talking about like youth. So it's sort of like the same problems came up that they had back then. And they're sort of both chasing this feeling of things being like kind of like midlife crisis. Okay. Um, but because we have this card as the answer, I think that this is a realization of that. And I think it's also Page of Wands starting new, starting fresh. So, like moving on, basically. Let's get a card for Jennifer Lopez. How does she feel about this? Alleged for entertainment purposes only split. How does she feel about this split? Wasn't JLo there when Diddy shot that person? Mm-hmm. Yep. You know, all of the people, it's like they're all going down. They're going down. I'm telling you, Pluto retrograde. It's like exposing all the things that happened while Pluto was in Capricorn. Um, it's like what was done in the darkness is coming to light. Okay, let's see. JLo, how does she feel about this? Okay, 3 of Wands. Ooh, okay. Not surprised. 3 of Wands in reverse. So this is about resistance to moving on. 3 of Wands in the upright. This person is looking into the future. They have on binoculars. They're excited about the future. They're planning. I just have goosebumps right here. So confirmation. Oh my God, you guys. I feel this so strong. This is really weird. This is resistance. This is someone digging their heels in. This is someone wanting anything but this to be the reality. So, whatever she has allegedly, for entertainment purposes, whatever she has done, if she was involved in the Diddy things, just saying allegedly, her karma is coming back to her. I think that this is really, wow, a time where she is really having to face herself in the mirror, unable to run and hide from the person that she really is. Yikes. I wonder if she's having her Saturn return because we have our Saturn return again I believe in like maybe in our 50s. I will need to look this up. I wonder if she's having her Saturn return. Possibly. Okay. But basically, something karmic is happening for her. And it's a time where she has to look at herself. Oh my God. Yeah. Looking in the mirror. This with the binoculars. She can't project outward. It's just that's what it is. But also, she's afraid to look into the future. She doesn't want to have to tell people what happened. She doesn't want to have to admit that the movie that she just spent 20 million plus dollars on where she was telling the love story. She doesn't want to admit that that's over, that that's false. Let's see. What is her next step going to be then? I could see her like bribing him. Like, I mean, I could see her really trying to keep it quiet. What is her next step? Ooh, 8 of Wands in reverse. Oddly enough, this is what we got for Diddy with Justin. But that was in the upright. This is in the reverse. So this is about she feels disempowered. I wonder if in the past she made others feel disempowered and now it's her turn. I'm telling you, this is like giving karmic boomerang. It's like what we do to others comes back to us. She's gonna feel disempowered. Also, wants is about passion and excitement for life. I really think she's having a down time. Okay, let's see what else do we get. Her karma is hitting now. I agree, Robin. I totally agree. Mm, oh my gosh, you guys. What are you guys saying? Okay. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Voice of Davis. Voice of Davis has some Astrolo tea. Okay, we'll definitely look at that. Sage Moon, JLo is a Saturn in Taurus. Okay, Sage Moon. So this stuff was happening in Taurus season. Something that I've been learning about Jupiter lately. Lizzo's the one that actually sparked me to like look into this more because I always thought that Jupiter was about expanding things in a positive way, right? I didn't realize that sometimes, depending on other aspects that Jupiter's making to your natal chart, I mean, there's always something to learn in astrology. I didn't realize that Jupiter can also expand like negative things. And by the way, don't be scared. This is like I think it's like in rare instances where there could be like a karmic component, in my opinion. And the reason I looked at that is because Lizzo had all those issues, and she's a Taurus sun, and she has a lot of Taurus energy. And it was strange to me that Jupiter and Taurus was such a horrible time for her as well. So anyway, long story short, Sage Moon, you may already know about this too, since you're into astrology, and please weigh in if you have thoughts on it. But that makes sense that JLo's Saturn is in Taurus because Jupiter's been there for a year. And if Jupiter is with her Saturn, it could be expanding her Saturn lessons, karma, energy. Because Saturn is like that coach. Um, Yikes. Okay. Interesting. Oh my gosh. You could go down a rabbit hole with that. Wow. Okay. Sageman, thank you for sharing that. That is really interesting context because Saturn can make like kind of hard, difficult things. Not Saturn return, but Saturn is transiting our fifth house. Gigi, thank you for that. Okay. So the fifth house, right? Love, children, creativity. Oh my. And with Saturn there, it's like playtime is over. We have to get serious. Thank you, Gigi, for that tea. Very interesting. Sage Moon says, yes, such a good point. And it's natally in her seventh house of relationships. Oh, you guys? Sage Moon. Okay, Gigi, Sage. I think we just cracked the case. Okay, the astrology case here. Wow, that is crazy. The seventh house of partnerships and romantic relationships. Okay. Okay. Very interesting. That makes me want to do like another like separate little video just looking into it. That's wild. Okay. Makes a lot of sense. So seventh house, romantic relationship, partnerships, fifth house, romance and creativity, Saturn and Jupiter expanding some of the hard lessons in just linking all those areas to, oh my God. Okay. Let's keep moving. I could spend some time on that. So she's going to be feeling disempowered. Okay. What lesson, let's get deep with it. What life lesson is Jennifer Lopez supposed to learn right now? We're going to go there. All of this difficulty, all of this misfortune, all of this Saturn energy expanded in her life, in her, not only in her romantic relationship, but also in her career, which she seems to love the most. What is the lesson? What is the meaning? What's the purpose? King of Pentacles in reversed. It's that money isn't everything. Money and power are not everything. Oh my gosh, you guys. So I think for a long time, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, I think for a long time, JLo has been in the pursuit of wealth and power. I'm just getting goosebumps. So yes, wealth and power. And I think over most things, over everything, hopefully not over her children. I don't want to assume that, but definitely over most things in her life. Definitely over love, over friendship. Her dedication has been like to the worship of money and power and being someone that is the king of pentacles, someone who's just abundant in every way. So she's been pursuing this with everything she's got, and she's very powerful, fiery person. She has dedication, you got to hand it to her. She definitely works hard, but she was working with this in mind at all times. And this is very shallow, right? This is very empty if this is your sole focus. So the lesson that she's supposed to be learning right now is that there are so many more things in life that are more important than money and power. And she's experiencing that feeling right now. It's like she's experiencing losing all of the things that she worked so hard for so that she can come back to like what's important. Like that's the goal, but also it's feeling the loss of those things. It's kind of like you didn't work hard for like your connections, your relationships. You didn't stand up for other people when you should have. You didn't. And now you have no one. And now even your career has deserted you. So it's like that feeling of like, oh, wow, all I really want is someone to care for me. So it's like she's coming around to the hard lesson that she's invested her time and energy in the wrong place. She forgot what's most important in life. Oh my. Okay. What are you guys saying? I know that's very deep. It's it's very deep. The tea is not lighthearted today. Okay, Gigi says, wait, hold on. Oh, you guys have such okay. Sage Moon says, I think we cracked the code. Nice job, Britt and Gigi. Nice job. Yes, nice job, Gigi. Nice job, Sage. Also, Chiron and the North Node are transiting her seventh house. Gigi, are you serious? Okay, astrology investigation. That should be like a new thing, like a totally new show, astrology investigation, where we just investigate different people's charts and like what's going on in their lives. That's crazy. Gigi, thank you for sharing that. Chiron is the wounded healer. So it's like our greatest pain point in life. And the North Node is where we're supposed to be moving, like what we're supposed to be moving towards, the lessons that we have to learn in this life. So she's being triggered. Honestly, sending her love. I think that she's earned all the karma. Obviously, we all earn our karma and we're all supposed to learn and grow through it. It's happening for us, even when it feels really hard. We do come out the other side stronger from problems and we do learn to be more humble and more loving, right? So, but I'm going to send her a little bit of love right now because that is intense. Chiron and the North Node in your seventh house of partnerships. So she's feeling a total breakdown of her relationships. Oh my God. That lies don't pay, Beth says. That's right, Beth. Reference to JLo. Oh, yeah. Okay. Voice of Davis says, I heard someone say that someone with Saturn in the seventh house, ooh, dog hair, would have a relationship that lasts a long time. So it can, because Saturn has staying power, right? And so it really just depends on that person, their karma, the other planets in their chart. It can also mean that a person could have that long lasting relationship like later in life because Saturn is the lord of time. And so it can indicate where we may be like a late bloomer, but wherever Saturn is, it's such a like people like have give it such a bad rap basically. But it's really good also because it gives you something that can never be taken away. It's like very real. It's very tangible. So, all the planets have a good side and a bad side, but really if you look at the upside of all the planets, they all give us like really amazing gifts. And for Saturn, it's something that is long lasting and really worthwhile and beautiful. She wants to be a billionaire like Taylor Swift, Robin says. Oh, yes. Oh my God, Sage Moon. One mind. Look at us. Look at us on the same page. Sage Moon says, I've heard that too. I think it could also bring a long lasting relationship later in life, but it may also depend on aspects like squares. Nice, Sage Moon. Okay. So let's see how Ben feels. Michelle says, I saw the documentary and she was sharing a book that Ben wrote for her, like sharing his diary. I felt so bad for him because, like, I don't think he will trust her after that. Oh my God. I got to be honest with you guys. I couldn't make it through the whole documentary. I tried to watch some of it. I just was like, I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. Michelle, thank you for watching it. Thank you for powering through it and giving us this tea. Oh my gosh, that is so sad. And with Ben, Ben having a Scorpio moons, and so does she. So it's weird that she like doesn't know. It just seems like she's not empathetic, I guess. Um, But Scorpio moon's like it's very private for them, but because they love very deeply, and like if a Scorpio moon, naturally very secretive in a way, feels exposed like that, I think you're right. He wouldn't trust her after that. Oh my god. Such an invasion of privacy, right, Sage Moon? I agree. So messed up. Oh my god. Robin says she also wants validation from Hollywood. A seat at the table, she feels like an outsider. Ooh, thank you, Robin. Robin, you bring such good, like, inside Hollywood tea, and, like, you always have, like, good facts. Thank you so much for sharing that. That makes a lot of sense, and it's weird because we all look at her as an insider, but I could see that. I could totally see that. Thank you for giving that perspective. Okay, how does Ben feel currently? How does Ben feel currently towards JLo, about his breakup with JLo? Allegedly for entertainment purposes. How does Ben feel? Babalu sold him for viewership. Yep. That's sick. Oh my God. Babalu, the way you said that, sold him for viewership. She was valuing money over her relationship, over her connections. Yep. You hit the nail on the head. Okay. Ben, how is Ben feeling now? Oop, it's weird. I'm getting like a lot of cards like sliding around. Okay. For real. Ooh, the Fool reversed. Okay. I think he feels conflicted, allegedly for entertainment purposes. On the one hand, he feels free. Okay. And this card is definitely about someone who feels free and happy and open to new beginnings. And it's like, oh my gosh, like I'm free. Like I can do whatever I want. Um, you know, on this card, like this is Rose Nyland from Golden Girls. She's wearing a leopard cat suit. She is happy. She's walking, you know, next to the water. She's got a little dog. She's got a flower. Like she's like, ah, what a great day. So there's a part of him that feels free, relieved, excited for what could be next for him. He's ready for something new. He's so tired, I think, of all of this. It's in the reverse, though, because there is a part of him that's conflicted. And let's see what that conflicted part is. Why is a part of him conflicted, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only? Could it be love? Could it be his reputation? I don't know. Let's see. Why is he partly conflicted? We're talking about Ben, for anybody who just joined, Ben Affleck, in light of his breakup with JLo. Why? Why is he conflicted? Three of Pentacles, money, work, money. I think that is he okay, this is interesting. I don't know like if this is true, but I'm getting a weird feeling. Did he go in on any businesses, any producing? Like, was there anything that he and JLo were gonna produce together or create together? I don't know if that's something that was already in the works. I do think it's something that they talked about. I think that he had high hopes. Three of Pentacles is about work, working with other people. It's about creating something, but this is like giving business energy. It's not like cups, it's very, I feel like he thought career wise, this is very weird, but he thought like career wise, like money, he felt like he would experience more success with her. And so there's a part of him that is resisting wanting to fully let go because it's almost like letting go of a fantasy that you had that things would turn out a certain way. So it's kind of like resistance as well. Why? Ugh, I don't know. I just want a little more information there. Why? Like, what's that motivation? So is it because are they mirroring each other? Like he's the same way? King of Wands in reverse. Yeah. So he feels like his passion is completely dampened by JLo. He can't be free. He can't do what he wants. He can't have fun. And this Wands, it's not always like cheating vibes, by the way. King of Wands can be someone who like really wants to experience and enjoy their life because it's like a passion for life as well as a passion for like people. I get this feeling that she really dampened his spirit. And that is what made him finally make the choice to say, okay, I'm done. I think it was just this feeling of like, I can't be happy with her. I can't be myself. I can't have fun. I can't be the king of wands. Like, I'm on top of the world. I have money. I have fame. I have anything I could want. And I'm like unhappy and I'm fighting with someone. And it's like that's kind of like this like narrative I'm getting. Interesting. Okay. But if it was that bad, he really would just resist it because of projects? Like, one more clarifier for why he would be resisting the breakup, or like what part of him would be resisting. Okay, I'll take both. I got two stuck together. I'll just take them. Ooh, okay. Now we finally have some cups. Page of Swords, Three of Cups. Okay, guys, this is so crazy, and this is so dead on. So you know how there is that narrative of Ben, how the first time that they broke up, the narrative is that they were engaged and that the engagement was called off because he cheated on JLo allegedly in Vegas. The Page of Swords is immature thinking and immature communication. The Three of Cups could be a card of celebration, but it can also be interpreted as a card of like that has to do with cheating. Okay. So, Three of Cups, there's also a cheesecake on there. It's like having your cake and eating it too. The reason that he's resisting allegedly is not because of love, it's because of this immature thinking, um, and the fact that he doesn't want other people to think that he did the same thing again. He's very concerned that he's going to be looked at as like, okay, he did the same thing again. He just couldn't stay with one woman, like da da da. Like, he doesn't want the narrative to be about him and his issues because he felt like back when that first happened, he was really painted as the bad guy. And in his opinion, again, allegedly, I don't know. I think they were both in the wrong. But in his opinion, he left that relationship with JLo because he had major issues with her where he was unhappy. Should have broken up with her first, right? Shouldn't have stepped out. But he feels like this is repeating itself. The cycle is repeating, and he just is resisting having to like expose that to the world. He just doesn't want people to know that this is what happened, and he doesn't want to be painted in a negative light. Oh my gosh, it's like it sucks too because it's like almost like they both feel like the world is going to give them a big "I told you so." And they both have a lot of pride and they don't want to feel that way. It's not like we love each other so much. It's more about what are people going to say about us? It's very shallow. It's getting very shallow. I'm not getting like an intense connection, which is sad because with their birth charts, both having Leo sun, Scorpio moon, Scorpio moons really bond with other water signs. Like I could have just, I don't know, I feel like they mirrored each other. Anyway, she's such a narcissist. Melissa says, "Yeah, I think that's the truth, Melissa, and I think that's kind of what did it." Yes, Gigi. Oh my god, literally funny how they both have the same sun and moon sign but are so different. Guys, we're all on the same page. We're all thinking the same things. Sage Moon says she probably gives people the ick. LOL. She strikes me as someone who fishes for compliments. Totally. Totally. Oh my god, Sage Moon, I could see that. It is very icky. Gigi, she depleted him dead. Yeah. Okay. Babu, Britt, would you look at what happened between Ben and Anna de Armas? They looked happy for a while. Yes, let's pull a card for that. Robin says she paid off his gambling debts. Maybe he feels beholden to her. Oh my God. See, Robin with the good detailed tea. Thank you, Robin, for that. Oh my God. Well, that could definitely be it. Oh, that's definitely part of it. Robin, that could totally be the Three of Pentacles. Because three is like the number three is about like being social and like creative. And sometimes like you can get carried away with three energy and scatter yourself, scatter your money. So I could totally see it interpreted in that way that that could be representing his gambling debts, places that he has been unorganized with his money and gotten carried away. Wow. Leo pride. Yep, Michelle, Leo pride. It'll get you every time if you're on the negative side of Leo. Again, on the positive side, if any of you guys are Leos, very generous, a natural shining star, so many positive, good qualities about Leo. It just depends on like, you know, if someone's expressing the positive side or the negative side, like all zodiac signs have. So a little disclaimer there. Okay. So Anna de Armas, what caused that breakup? That's a good question. I'm curious too. Voice of Davis says Anna is a Taurus, and Tauruses don't usually connect with Leos. Very interesting, Anna. Yeah. It's a little too much. It's just like those, it's like two people, two signs who really have their own defined way of doing things. And unless they're on the same page, it could be quite the battle. So, what was the reason that Anna de Armas and Ben Affleck didn't work out? Let's just get one card to see what the energy is for the breakup. Three of Wands in reverse, not wanting to move forward. This is exactly the card that we got for JLo and how she was feeling about the breakup. I feel like Ben repeats cycles. I'm sorry, this is very strange. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. This is very strange that I pulled the Three of Wands in reverse for JLo and then for Anna de Armas when talking about the breakups with both of them. He repeats cycles. Not only did JLo not wanna move forward with the breakup, I think that it's an energy that Ben also carries with him that he takes from relationship to relationship, where I think he has a lot of resistance to moving forward into the future, which I don't understand what that is. It's like he doesn't embrace next steps in relationships. He's not, like, super commitment oriented. There's something about him not wanting to, like, ever move forward with people in the way that they want, and I think JLo, like, I think they both did that, like, with each other in a weird way. Different context, but very, very strange that they both have that. So, there was something about him I'm gonna say this is him, not wanting to move forward. What else? Let's see her role in the breakup, and then let's see Ben's role in the breakup. What was Anna de Armas's role in her breakup with Ben Affleck, allegedly for entertainment purposes? Oh, okay. I'm not gonna take it, but I don't know. It's weird. Like, I felt like I shouldn't. The moon. Ooh, okay, she's very intuitive. She's very intuitive. She also sensed that there was a lot hidden emotionally with Ben. Okay, what about Ben? What was his role in the breakup with Anna de Armas? 8 of Pentacles, power and money. Okay. This is sad and icky. And there was an age gap in the relationship. I'm not quite sure how big the age gap was, but I do think it was quite a bit. I think she was like in her 20s and he was in his 50s. But there was a power dynamic big time. He didn't wanna move forward with her. I think that that had to do with 8 of Pentacles energy, which sadly, and I think this is very icky, it was a power balance thing. He was living this kind of like fantasy where he wanted to be the powerful one in the connection. 8 of Pentacles, so this is like money, power, holding things over someone's head in the context of this question. So I think that he really, like, thought that he could act that way with her. Like, he thought that he could make the decisions, and we have the moon for her, which she could see through it. She's very intuitive and emotional, and she could read what was going on, and I think that she stepped aside from the connection because she could see through it. It seems very toxic, okay? Very toxic. Wow, okay, what are you guys saying? Icky, right, Beth? It's icky. Okay, we'll move forward. Yikes. Michelle says, "I'm a Leo, my husband is a Taurus, my north node is Taurus, though." Okay, well, I love that though, Michelle. Because also Leo and Taurus, like, if they're on the same page, and also if you're, like, mature and evolved, any 2 signs can get along, right? It's just different challenges and, like, things to navigate where you just have to, like, work a little harder to understand each other at times. But the fact that your north node is in Taurus and that is his sun sign, basically his personality being a Taurus sun illuminates your north node, which is where you're going. So you guys can learn a lot from each other and it's very positive. So, I think it can be good. This is an example of where you guys have other really good supportive placements. So you're not going to be navigating the same, you know, difficulties that somebody else might if they have different placements. So anyway, I love that for you. I love that your north node is in Taurus and that's where his sun is. That's super positive. He and Jen seem so mature. Yeah, they do, Babalu. That's why we got like that page of swords. Anyway, I'm over them. I'm getting icked out, but I did want to confirm that the tea that we spilled previously totally came true. I think it was like 2 weeks later that all this came out. So, I mean, the tea predictions are starting to get laser focused. Okay. So what else? What else? You guys had another question though that like came up. Voice of Davis, did you have another request? Trying to see. Okay, we're gonna keep moving, but let me know if I missed one of the requests. I thought I saw another request come through. Okay, next story. Story number 3. Oh, wait, yeah, side note, Ben was also spotted without his wedding ring. Come on. I feel like that's, like, the quintessential, like, post that comes out before they announce. So, we'll see. We'll stay tuned. She's resisting right now. We'll have to see how that kind of plays out. I definitely think that she's behind the headlines of, like, them reuniting, meeting up. They could just be meeting up to talk about dividing their assets, right? But she's, like, pitching it. I think she's definitely dragging her feet and trying to do everything she can to not let go. We'll see. He looks pretty hell-bent on leaving. There's a little bit of a money thing that he seems to be caught up on, but other than that, he seems excited to move on. So, story number 3, King Charles did want to see Prince Harry on his recent UK trip. This came out today. This story came out today, so it was a very recent trip. Um, but Prince Harry snubbed his offer. They did not meet up earlier this month, despite both being in London at the same time. And according to one royal expert, at one point it did seem like a reunion was on the cards, until a late move by Harry. So there were, there was talk of a reconciliation, or at least like spending time together. Hold on, let me get a little sip of my tea. There was talk that, they may meet up. This was earlier this month. I do want to pull some cards to see what's going on with King Charles right now. How is his health? I don't usually do health readings, but I do want to do a little health reading on him just to see like what comes through. Because I wonder if that was the reason that he wanted to meet up with Harry because his health is failing. I don't know. I'm just curious. Like, what was the intention? Why did Harry not meet up? And Beth, I know that, Penny, I know that you like the royalty. So this one's dedicated to Penny. Andrew Garfield and Dr. Kate. Oh, yes. Voice of Davis. I have that one on the list. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I thought there was another one too, but okay. But good. We'll just keep it going. All right. Let's pull a card for King Charles first. How's he doing? Allegedly, for entertainment purposes. How is he doing? Queen of Pentacles. Okay, he's actually doing okay. He's doing well. It's funny that we got the Queen of Pentacles for him. Oh, wait. Hold on. Remember the last Royals reading that we did? I want to say that we got Camilla Parker Bowles as the Queen of Pentacles each time. So let's get a clarifier on this, actually. Isn't it interesting? Like, we ask a royal question and get a queen. I'm just saying, this tarot tea's talking, and I'm grateful for it. Let's see. Clarifier. Temperance is the clarifier. Let's get another one. Oh, thank you so much, Robin. Sweet dreams. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for bringing all of that celebrity tea, all the details and information. We really appreciate it. You made it so fun. Have a good night and an amazing week. Okay. Penny, Harry didn't want Camilla in the room. Penny. Oh my God. Hold on. Penny, I think you are 100% right. Okay. Not this tea reading being a callback to the last tea reading. Oh my God. Like, it's like, I can't keep it all straight. But I think you're 100% right, Penny. Thank you. Thank you and your intuition. Okay. I definitely am going to go with that, with what Penny said, because that makes so much sense. So the last time, if I can remember correctly, the last time we did the reading, it was very much about Camilla Parker Bowles being there in a way, manipulating the current situation at the palace. Like, she had a lot of say. She was having a lot of say in what was going on. Queen of Pentacles energy to come up when we're talking about how Prince Charles is doing, what's going on in his life. This, if we're still talking about that same storyline, then this is about Camilla really holding, not only in a way like the purse strings, but really like kind of controlling a lot of what's going on. So it's possible that Charles did want to go see Harry and that Camilla said, no, that's not a good look. Like, that weakens our position as royals. We have the Temperance card here. The Temperance card talks about being balanced. this is all about like staying balanced, staying neutral. So the reason that she would do this, and unfortunately, and I'm getting goosebumps now, so confirmation. And unfortunately, that Charles would just do what she says is because it like sounds reasonable to him. Like she has a way of manipulating him allegedly for entertainment purposes only by speaking to him in a way that she knows he's going to agree with. It's like she's gotten so good at this over time. She knows if she says things like, keywords like balance and we need to remain in a position of authority and power, and it will make us look weak and like we've gone back on our promises and we're betraying the people. Like she knows how to say these specific phrases that for whatever reason trigger this sense of like duty, responsibility. Charles is a Scorpio, and I definitely think he has a lot of, we've talked about him in the past. I don't think he's been like the best father, the best person, the best husband to Princess Diana. Like he has his whole slew of things. He was also born on a very karmic day. Anyway, but what's interesting about him is that he thinks very highly of himself. So if you say certain things to him, it's like he will agree with you and go along with it because he really cares so much about his image. It's almost like she knows how to trick him. I don't know. I'm getting a very weird, like, he's easy to manipulate if you know what to say, basically. And she does know what to say. So she's been using those phrases, telling him things like, we need to stay balanced. We need to look like we're in power. Okay. And then Harry, what's his energy? How did he feel? That says, wow, Penny. I know, right? Go, Penny. Penny's intuition's on fire. Okay. Queen of Swords. This is we got another queen. This is crazy. First of all, this is crazy. Um, we have the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. So for Harry's energy, I think I said that out loud. I don't know if I did because I was kind of um he sees Camilla as the Queen of Swords. So it's almost like she has like two versions of herself that she presents to like different people depending on who you are and like what you can do for her. I think that she has been very cold, cruel, and cutting, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, to Harry. Queen of Swords. This is a powerful woman who does not mince words. Swords are about the intellect, but also swords are used to sever, right? To sever ties, to threaten if necessary. He sees her as very ruthless. Charles sees her as very abundant, as very balanced, temperate. It's almost like she has this, like I said, this way of manipulating him. And then I think that she kind of gets away with it. It seems like a narcissistic relationship between Camilla and Charles. And I think they're both narcissists, allegedly. I think they both are. I really do. Because it seems like but it does seem like she has the upper hand, but he doesn't know it. I mean, it's a very complicated little game, but Harry sees through it. He sees who she really is. And I definitely think that he wants to stay as far away from the Queen of Swords as possible. I think that he doesn't trust her. He feels that she could, slice him, cut him at any time, either by literally being mean to him and like saying terrible things to him, or by planning things in the press, going behind his back, or even worse, I think that he doesn't know the limits of what she's capable of, and I think that's why he stays away from her, and I also think that this is a big part of why he actually left England because he wanted his family to be safe and free from whatever is going on. I wonder if she had anything to do with what's going on with Kate. I know I'm just thinking out loud. I mean, I don't know, but okay, what are you guys saying? Oh my god. Sage Moon, go off, Penny. Oh my God. Beth says it just flashed through my mind that Camilla is a dominatrix and Charles is a little submissive. Beth, okay, you guys, never underestimate your intuition. Beth, you may have just been picking up on what's really going on. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only, but who's to say it's not true, honestly? Beth, I could see it. That's what these cards were giving. It's like Charles likes to be powerful, but he definitely wanted someone else, I think always, to take the reins, to take control. He definitely is the kind of person that, like, wants to be seen as powerful, but leans on someone behind the scenes who really is, like, the brains of the operation and maybe more. Crazy. Sage Moon says it's giving Queen Ravenna from Snow White and the Huntsman. Yes, Sage Moon, 100%. So spooky. Oh my god, Babu says, "I was also getting sex vibes." Okay, okay, guys, I could see it, as in she uses her seduction ways. Yep, I think you're right, I think you're right. Okay. I think there are issues between Camilla and Kate. I think so too. Michelle says, "Pull a card on Camilla and Kate." Okay, yes, let's do it. Guys, have we just tapped into some stuff? All right. More investigations. All right. When we all put our intuition together, it gets wild. We're finding some. I'm just saying I could see it. I totally could see it. Charlize Theron is a queen. Yes. Okay. Camilla's relationship with Kate. Let's do a past, present, future for them. Because I'd like to see the nature of their connection over time. I'm curious to see if Camilla's like a love bomber as well, or if she's just like cold from the beginning. Let's just see. Okay. Camilla Parker Bowles and Kate Middleton. What is their relationship like in the past? At the beginning of their connection, when they first started to get to know each other. Queen of Cups. Guys, I'm telling you, why do we keep getting queens? We have not pulled a queen for any other reading except the royal reading. I'm just saying, whoop, I'm hitting my mic. I'm getting too excited. I'm just saying, wow, confirmation. Okay. Okay, I'm speechless. So, Queen of Cups. I said, I wonder if there's like love bombing type of thing. I'm going to say yes. Queen of Cups energy is loving and giving. So, I think when they first met, there was this energy from Camilla that she was so nurturing and she cared so much about Kate. And I think that there was a good connection in the very beginning. It seemed very positive. Also, Kate is a Capricorn sun. So, she comes across in a way that I think initially people who are more rigid, worried about, money and perception and like their reputation, I think that they realized that Kate was very much willing to play by the rules. So it was very positive. I think they were like, oh, we approve. She's great. That kind of thing. So I think she felt very good. She saw Camilla as the Queen of Cups, someone who's very kind. Interesting. Okay. That was the past. What about the present? What about in the present? Oh my god, guys. I just got like chills seeing this 5 of Pentacles out in the cold. Oh my god, you guys. I do not think that Camilla, I mean, to go from seeing someone as this to seeing someone like this, she feels I think Kate feels kicked out, left out in the cold. I don't think that Camilla is like seeing about her or caring about her well-being. Um Wow, that is actually very sad. I see I see Kate being very like saddened by how the connection like devolved over time. And anything else like why? Why does she feel like this? What is it that Camila does to Kate? Cuz I'm getting that. I'm getting that it's more from Camila to Kate. I don't think that Kate is like ever trying to be malicious towards anyone else. I think she's pretty solid as a Capricorn. She doesn't really seem like she gets into drama on purpose. I don't get a mean-spirited vibe. Um, I think unless you, like, go against some of her rules that she has, like, in her head, because she's very much about tradition, which, that's a problem, but I don't get, like, malicious energy. Why does she feel left out in the cold by Camilla? Why does Kate feel left out in the cold by Camilla? Because of the King of Cups. Another king card, another royal card. Who would the King of Cups be here when it comes to Camille? Let's get a clarifier. Yikes, Michelle says. Right? Yikes, yikes. 10 of Swords because of a heartbreak with a man. Okay. Okay. I get this feeling that Camila has sided with William, I think, is the King of Cups here. So I think that Camilla is really involved in like allegedly for entertainment purposes only in manipulation of her own husband, but also I think of like the sons it when she can. I don't think that Harry, I think Harry saw through it right away, was like, bye, see ya. I think that William was more willing to participate and, like, go along with what she wanted because he was kind of the mindset that he needed to kiss up to his dad because he really, he knows he's gonna be in line for the throne and he really wants that, right? So I think that he was always trying to make things okay, and in order to make things okay, he needed to be friends with Camilla. He needed to be respectful and have a relationship with her. That's the vibe I feel. Kind of part of the deal to make his dad happy. The King of Cups, so this would be William, and I get this feeling that he did something that hurt Kate. We've gotten some infidelity cards and things like that in the past. Could be that, but there was something that really hurt Kate, and I'm getting this energy that Camilla knew about it and was not supportive of Kate. 10 of Swords, this is a heartbreak card, but also an ending. So I think that when all of that happened and Camilla maybe said something along the lines of, "It's just what happens." It's, something like, "Don't cry." This is like, wasn't supportive, was more like, "Don't cry, chin up." Like, this is just a part of life and you have to accept it. Like something like that, kind of like pushing her out. She felt very cold, unsupportive. And 10 of Swords, it ended her perception of Camilla as someone who could ever be the Queen of Cups in reality. That is really sad. There's been a lot, I think, that has gone on in that family, a lot of hurt, a lot of betrayal, and it's just it doesn't feel like anyone is really, I'm getting goosebumps, like, loving or supportive of each other from, like, a genuine place, and I think that when Charles, because he's afraid of, his health and, like, maybe the potential ending of his time here on Earth, possibly seeing that over the horizon, I could see him wanting to try to establish closeness with his children and Camilla wanting to keep the status quo and wanting wow, okay. It's a lot. It's a lot. Okay, what are you guys saying? Meaning the people are more concerned about Kate over Charles. Interesting, Beth. Okay. Sage Moon says they're both alleged Leo risings and Cancer moons. Kate's is in the 11th house, feeling alienated from the group. Oh my gosh, Sage Moon, that is exactly wow. Yes, that 5 of Pentacles feeling left out in the cold. So she feels left out of the group. Oh my god. Okay, Sage Moon, thank you for providing that layer of, like, astrology clarification. That makes sense. Okay, wait, what are you guys saying? Beth says, "I think Camila is upset that Kate's illness is more popular than Charles." Okay, like, the people care more. Kate's moon's in the 11th house. Okay. Sage Moon, I had never heard that where your moon is can be where you feel, like, alienated or something. Oh my god, I always looked at the moon as, like, where your heart is or, like, where you feel very connected to something. That's such an interesting interpretation. I'm so interested in learning more about that. Sage Moon, thank you for sharing that. That's really interesting, and in that context, makes total sense. Current king and future king, Camilla was not on the queen's side, but on the boys' club. Yes. Babalu, yes. 1000%. Totally a member of the boys' club, totally wanting to just kind of appease them, support them, pump them up so that she can stay in power. Really disingenuous and wanting Kate to kind of fall in line and just deal with it, suck it up. Kind of like what they did to Princess Diana. It's like very toxic, very toxic. Okay, what else you guys saying? Camila probably told her to suck it up. Yes, Penny, 1000%. Oh my God. You guys, we're like all on the same page today. It is crazy. Okay, is Camilla jealous of Kate and William? Interesting. You know what, Michelle? I get the feeling that she like doesn't really even feel jealous of anyone. Like she wants power the most. Like that's what I get. She's very much about power and manipulation. I don't even get like a feeling thing. I get that she's very strategic, and I don't know that she cares a whole ton about anyone, you know what I mean? Okay. Sage Moon says, "Ooh, I say that because 11th house is usually Aquarius energy, and those placements can feel alienated, foreign, othered by the group, like a rebel." Okay, yes. Interesting. Okay, Sage Moon, very cool. That makes sense. Thank you for sharing that. Glad Harry's out of there. Me too. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's the latest royal update. Starting to see Camila as more of a villain type of character. Also, another thing I want to point out, remember when, like, and I think we talked about this before, but there was definitely a time where all of these things were like exposed about King Charles. It was absolutely awful. And it was about like his relationship with Camilla Parker Bowles throughout the years, including, I believe, a phone call that he had with her like the night before his wedding or like on his honeymoon. It was something that had to do with like just like the wedding, like the most disrespectful situation. And basically, like, there was never a time where Charles was with Princess Diana without Camilla Parker Bowles being in the picture. And of course, that's both of their faults, right? They're both adults and made that choice. But to me, it's very interesting that she was always there in the background and willing to be in the background. And then now, all these years later, she is in the position that she always wanted to be in, right next to him, powerful member of the royal family. And I feel like she is very conniving and able to separate her emotions from things. It's almost like just like a little snake in the grass. I'd be very interested to look at her birth chart, um, because I think that she is just a very strategic person to the point where I just don't think that that's ever stopped. I think she's always going to be kind of scheming, and people who are sensitive and emotionally connected see that, and they want to run from her. They want to get away from it, which is why I think Harry did that. So ick. It just, yeah, this is a theme for her. I just think this is who she's always been. Okay. And oh my God, we have two more stories left. Ugh, I don't want to keep you guys here forever. Okay, two more. I'm going to go a little quicker with these two. It's just so fun diving into it. All right, story number 4. Hailey Bailey sparked a celebrity blocking spree. How will this impact her rising career? Let's just pull a couple cards on her. So Hailey Bailey, if you guys saw this online, I think it's been pretty much everywhere. But if you haven't seen it yet, basically this TikTok creator, Hailey Bailey, who's also a Sports Illustrated model, and she used to be married to an NFL player, and she has this uh, NYC apartment that I believe is rumored that she pays $17,000 a month in rent for. So just to paint a picture, she's extremely wealthy. She really has like this huge following on TikTok to the point where now she's like a correspondent for E News and like doing all of these things. She's really just has this major career that's been flourishing for the past, I'd say, like year. Really, she's been like hitting the big time. And I actually really like have enjoyed her content. I follow her. She comes across to me, or did, as like very like genuine and self-deprecating, and like she also has like a little good message, and she just seemed very sweet. Like I liked her and funny. Okay. So then fast forward, the Met Gala happens. She dresses up as Marie Antoinette, and she doesn't go to the actual Met Gala, but she was doing like social media coverage for E. So she was like right down the street basically. And she did this viral, like a little video to like this viral sound that I guess was like very popular. And it was the Let Them Eat Cake. Like Let Them Eat Cake. And then it has like this little viral song that's from the Marie Antoinette movie with Kirsten Dunst. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. The point is, people took that as her being very disrespectful and trying to, kind of say that, like, with all the horrible things going on in the world, that, Let Them Eat Cake was a poor choice of, sound to use, especially while she was dressed up as Marie Antoinette at the Met Gala, while at the same time, so many difficult things are happening that no one's talking about. Okay. So, and I get all of that, right? And then she did an apology video, and this is what people I think, really started to double down on realizing that she's like, I don't know, cancelable or not trustworthy because she had basically put up another video where she said she just got home from the after parties. And then when she did an apology video, like once she got, everyone was like blocking her, she said, she basically was like, and I came home right afterwards and I was watching the rest of it on TV. I didn't even get to go to the Met Gala. Like, I'm just a regular person. And then she said, and my friend designed my dress and like I haven't paid him 1 cent. And people were like, what? Why have you not paid your friend 1 cent for designing dresses for you for events when you pay like around $17,000 for your Soho apartment that she's had, like, apartment tours done on, so everybody knows, like, she's clearly very wealthy. So and then she lied about that, and she's pretending to be, like, just one of us. So then people were like, "She's very disingenuous." Anyway, that's, like, in a nutshell, that's kinda what's going on. People are just like, "Is she just a complete phony?" With, like, everything that she's been pretending to say. She's been down to earth, but like, is she not? Because she's lying and all this stuff. So let's pull some cards. I'm very curious to see. And what are you guys saying? Okay. Oh, Penny says she was playing the long game about Camilla. Yes, she was. The longest game of all, Penny. Like a snake in the grass, just like waiting. Or like a locust. Like, didn't those locusts that are like coming up now? I think it was like from 2007. She's like a locust. Okay. Sage Moon says Camilla is a Cancer sun and moon in the 12th house. Okay. Which on the dark side could be manipulative and setting up smoke screens. The Neptunian projecting a fantasy or image type of energy. Sage Moon. Oh my God. Wow. Yep. Moon in the 12th house. Like very, very much able to create this like alternative reality in the 12th house. Oh my God. That is so dark. Sage Moon, thank you for sharing that info. That's really helpful to know. Cancer, sun, and moon. Also, with Camilla having a Cancer sun, I can totally see why at first meeting, Cancer, sun, and moon, I'm sorry, I can see why at first meeting that Queen of Cups card comes out that Kate would experience her as being extremely nurturing because the Queen of Cups like is all about like emotions and Cancers are very nurturing, right? Ruling like motherhood or fatherhood. Oh my God. So I think that for Kate, this was like the rug being pulled out from under her. I don't think she expected this at all, which is what made it even more hurtful. Wow. Sage Moon, thank you for telling us the placements. That really adds some good context to this. Okay. Keep us, Babalu says. What? She's a spoiled brat, Beth says. Oh my God, I'm dying. Y'all are too funny. Sage Moon says, oh yeah, this was the girl who sparked the Blackout 2024 movement. Yes, yes, right? Okay. I bet she regrets it now. Yikes. Cicada. Oh, thank you. Yes, the cicada. All right, let's see. What did I call it? I called it something else. Yes, she's a cicada. Camila, the cicada. Parker Bowles, for sure. Okay. Cicadas live in the group 12 to 20 years. Thank you, Beth. Exactly. She is the cicada of the royal family. And that is the tea takeaway from tonight. Oh my God. Wow. What a mess that is. Okay, so Hailey Bailey, what I didn't like, Sage Moon, right? What I didn't like was like, okay, I get at first when she said I just was doing a viral trend, I was like, okay, well, maybe as a social media influencer, she was like, just, I don't know, she's a Leo sun. Like sometimes I think that Leo sun people are such performers that I could see a Leo sun personality just being like, oh, this is what's viral. And like, I need to shine and like be on stage and get out there and be on the trend, especially with like her being so dedicated to her social. I mean, she posts all the time and you can tell if there's like strategy behind it. And she's like had an editor for a very long time. That's her boyfriend. Anyway, all this stuff has been coming out lately. She's been sharing more of like her life. So to me, I was like, okay, like maybe she just like, I don't know, like it was a lapse of judgment and she was going to be genuinely like apologizing. But then the apology was so fake that and then saying that, like, she's never paid her friend. I hope that that part was a lie. Because like, you should definitely pay your friend who's a designer, and she has, like, a ton of money. Anyway, it really it did shift my perception. I can see why people were like blocking her and stuff, you know. I could see. So let's just get a card for Haley Bailey's like her true self, I guess, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. What is her true energy? Like, what is like behind the persona, behind the jokes, behind the fake apologies? What is her true motivation? Let's just get a card for her energy. Three of Wands. Okay. So we this card keeps coming up and up and up. Three of Wands in the upright, though. This is about someone who is always looking towards the future. This could even be interpreted. This could even be interpreted as someone who is looking for the bigger, better deal. The fact that this card is what encapsulates her energy right now, like Three of Wands, three is creative, which is great. Um, but three can also be scattering your energy. Also, like being and Wands very passionate. Like I said, she's a Leo sun. So that would be wand energy, passionate, wanting to move forward. But to me, this gives bigger, better deal. So this is that kind of person who, and allegedly for entertainment purposes, um, you're talking to them at a party and they're talking to you, but then someone else walks by that's more famous and they're gonna like, uh-huh, and like you can see that they're like looking at the other person and not even listening to a word you're saying anymore. And then they say, "Oh, I need to go to the restroom. I'll be right back." And then you're like, "Okay, bye." And then you like turn around and you see that they didn't go to the restroom. They went and they're now like kissing the butt of this super famous person. Like that's just a weird scenario that comes up. Maybe someone's experienced that with her. I don't know. But that's what I get. I get like looking for the bigger, better deal, someone who is always like it's kind of like a little bit try hard. Like I don't love that for someone's like essence. Because of the binoculars, like because of the always looking for what's better. Let's see anything else to come through for her. I'm running if you pull the devil, Beth says. Seriously, just slam your computer shut. If I pull the devil, run. Oh my God. Penny says, LOL. Sage Moon says, yeah, that gown looks like it took a ton of time to make. I know, right? I mean, that is honestly horrible. Like, she needs to pay that person now. Oh my God. Like, I'm a regular person. I don't pay my designer. Like, first of all, regular people pay their designers. Okay. And second of all, like, what are you doing? Okay, let's get a card for I don't know, just like was she being genuine at all with her apology? I don't think she was. Let's just get a card for the apology, the essence of the apology. Knight of Swords. Okay. Okay. Swords are, as we know, communication, thinking, and she's on social media, and the apology was on social media. Swords would be communication through social media, and Knight is like moving forward quickly without without thinking when you need to be thinking. So I think that she because she's so focused on moving forward, being successful, her image, all those things. When this happened, it was like a knee-jerk reaction. So I think that her apology, I'm sure she regrets it because her apology was her knee-jerk reaction. She didn't think it out fully. She didn't really um, even think about what she was saying. And because it just came from a place of passion of like, oh no, I need to like defend myself. And I think she said things, Knight of Swords, that were for the purposes of defending herself and not necessarily the full truth. And I think that came out because people are smart. You know, they could tell that like, hold on. We know that you actually went to the after parties because you said it in another video. And it just she was moving too quickly. She wasn't thinking it through. What was her intention? And then we'll move on to the last and final story. What was her intention, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, when she was actually making that video? The one that people were upset about, the Let Them Eat Cake video. Was there any essence of pride or wanting other people to feel smaller or saying, I don't care about, the world or issues? I don't know. Like, was there any intention, any ill intention? I think that'd be pretty evil. She doesn't seem evil, but I don't know. Was there any ill intention? King of Pentacles. I think You know how we talk about obviously the negative side of Leo with JLo? We were getting a lot of King of Pentacles energy with her too. I'm gonna say she may be learning a similar lesson to JLo right now in that, yeah, guys, it's giving JLo. And like I said, both wow, this is shocking how clear it's coming through. She has the same thing where she has been on that path of putting money and power first. Was there a little bit of that intention of wanting to feel better than other people? I think so. Allegedly for entertainment purposes, I do think so. I don't know that it was, like, the evil intention of saying, like, "Let them eat cake," like the people who are suffering. I wouldn't go so far as to say that, but I would say that it was about her being wanting to show off in a way and, like, "Oh, I'm here," and, like, "Let them eat cake." Like, anyone who can't come and, like, kind of trying to be elitist and definitely jumping on that bandwagon of feeling herself a little too much. The King of Pentacles, like JLo, same thing. It's like putting money and power above everything else. So I'm gonna say yes, like there was some truth to why people were mad at her. Wow. Very similar to JLo. And interesting that both of them were having both Leo sons or having this issue around the same time. I would be interested to look at the transits going through her chart and to see if there's any similarity with JLo. Because big downfall around the same time. Okay. So yikes. It is the karmic season, apparently. She is disingenuous, Beth says. Agreed. Agreed. Penny says everyone is going to unfollow her now. LOL. Yeah, it's true. It's true, Penny. Babalu says Kylie Jenner has pictures on a magazine that seem very tone deaf. Also on the on the eating cake line. I saw that, Babalu. I saw it when I was researching for this story. I saw those photos, which it's so strange that those came out at the same time. Like, what? Like, why are people saying that? I don't know. It's weird to me. It's just not the time. And is it ever the time? Like, why was that even okay? We all know that that was about like the French Revolution and people starving in France. Like, it's not funny, it's not cool. I don't know, I don't get it, but definitely it was, I think, Elle magazine that had these photos of Kylie Jenner. Thank you, Babu, for bringing it up. Kylie Jenner, and it was Let Them Eat Cake. Apparently, that's a whole thing. She was wearing the Marie Antoinette wig, and they took them down because this happened right after. So weird. Okay, I don't get it. But also, guys, that is Pluto retrograde in Aquarius, taking down the Let Them Eat Cake energy. Which we do love. That's amazing. Keep it up, Pluto. Get through Aquarius and tear all that crap down. All right. Fifth and final story. Now, I put in my notes here discussing the bonus tea because this is an outtake that I did. And I explained this earlier, but this is an outtake that I did. That video will be up like probably tomorrow, realistically, because I need to edit in like the photos of Harry Styles and stuff. But you'll be able to see from my outfit and from, I'll probably like put the time code in there, the timestamp, a photo of it to prove that it was done previous to the story coming out because I just thought it was really cool that it came through. But basically, Harry Styles and Taylor Russell have confirmed their split. Now, this is really sad. The Sun reported that Harry Styles and Taylor Russell did a last ditch effort trip to Japan, trying to kind of save their relationship, and that it didn't, and that they've decided to part ways. Of course, minimal information has been given about why they broke up. I talk about it a little bit based on their birth charts in the bonus video that'll be up this week, but let's see what the tarot says. Like, oh, and then Davis, we will pull that card for you for Andrew Garfield. Um, but let's just see. And I won't keep you here too long because it's getting late, but let's just see. Why did Harry and Taylor break up? And it is sad because they seemed very different, but they seemed very in love, you know? So hopefully they learned the lessons that they needed to learn from each other for their soul growth and that it wasn't a bad breakup. Let's do past, present, future for their connection. How about that? We'll tell the story that way. So in the past, Penny says you said it last week, Britt. Did I? Did I leave it in? Oh my God, I hope I left it in. Because I knew that I had to re-record last week's episode because of the technical stuff. And then which by the way happened on May 15th, which is when the retrograde shadow finally ended. So I feel the astrology. It's thank you, Penny. Oh my god, that's so cool. I'm so happy. I didn't realize that I had said it in there. I thought it was just in the bonus. Okay, before I get sidetracked, back to it. Focus. Ooh, okay, they're jumping now. So let's tell the story of Taylor and Harry. So in the past, when they first connected with each other, what was the energy? What drew them to each other? Ooh, this was shifting around. Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So this it's her essence, her energy. She's a person who is very Nine of Pentacles, like she's created. I'm getting goosebumps. So confirmation already. She is a really, I like her actually. Like just from this card, I like her energy. I get a good feeling when when I think of her and I think of this card, I get a really good feeling that she is someone who's like self-sufficient, but like generous at the same time. Like she's not one of those people who is self-sufficient and like blocks other people out. I feel like she's someone that others admire because she has this way of working hard, being successful, but also being very kind. So I really like this. She's the kind of person that she doesn't like create issues for others because she's like very happy and settled in her own life. She knows how to fill up her own cup. She knows how to make herself happy. She's very confident and like kind. Like I get a sweetness from connecting with her, like her vibe. I really like that. So I think that Harry was very attracted to that in her. And I think that she felt really seen and appreciated. And so I think it was just like a really positive, like genuine, like it feels like a sweet connection. Like it was just, I don't know, it was kind of like just like a puppy love thing. Like it just made sense. Okay, sad. Why didn't it work? Okay. Um, this is really sad. Voice of Davis says, I wanted him to marry a Canadian. It's sad. It is sad. Well, you never know, Voice of Davis. Maybe he'll meet a different Canadian. Manifesting. Okay. That was in the past. What about, so then what happened? What happened to their connection? This is Harry Styles and Taylor Russell, if you guys just joined. What happened? Work, Eight of Pentacles. Work got in the way. Work got in the way. Now, I don't know exactly their schedules, obviously. Um, I thought that Harry's tour was ending, and I thought that Taylor is a model, and hasn't she also acted? I wish I knew. I don't know their schedules, but work played a role. Work played a role. Let's get a clarifier on that. What about work played a role in the disintegration of their connection, especially with like such a good, sweet energy in the beginning? What about work played a role in their breakup? Temperance, a lack of balance. Oh, okay. Who had the lack of balance? It could be one or it could be both of them. Who had the lack of balance in the relationship? Ooh, judgment reversed. Whoa, this is like to me this feels like doubling down on the temperance thing. This is like someone had poor judgment when it came to how much they focused on their career and had a lack of balance in like their time and the way they spent their time. I think there was just a lack of investment in the relationship over time that led to it like disintegrating. I don't get that there was like one big thing that happened, like not a big blowout, but I think that it was just like someone didn't feel prioritized and it eventually fizzled out. Okay, who? Who? Which one? Who was the person that had the issues with balance in the relationship? Who didn't prioritize the connection? Harry or Taylor? Who was it? Harry, of course. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, this is sad. So, the Knight of Pentacles card, I really like this. Fun fact, before Michael and I got married, I did do some tarot readings. I had some readings done on me by a friend who does tarot, and they would always pull the Knight of Pentacles card for Michael. And it was like slow and steady wins the race, someone who's stable and loving. And it was so true. So, I'm a firm believer in this card being a positive omen. Unfortunately, when it's in the reverse, it is basically like the opposite of that energy. So I think that, and it's obviously Harry. So I think that he at first came across to her and had the intention of being slow and steady wins the race type of energy, like really wanted to put in the work, wanted the connection to be real and solid, wanted to move at a reasonable pace, wanted to build a life with her. Because Pentacles, this is like um wanting to build a home, like you're wanting to build stability. It's earth sign energy. So I feel like he was really coming out of his comfort zone. He has a lot of Aquarius energy, which I'll talk about in that video that's coming out. But he's like very air sign. But for her, it's like he tried to be something else. He tried to be what he believes is like good for her because he really felt this strong admiration and attraction to her and like wanted to build a relationship, wanted to build a solid connection. Unfortunately, it's really against his nature, which makes a lot of sense when you look at his birth chart. It's like they're just too different. Like that's what I feel like. I don't feel like it was anybody intentionally hurting anyone else, but I think at the end of the day, it was Harry trying to go against his natural inclinations and be someone that he isn't. And so he couldn't continue that way because we can't really be different from who we really are. Eventually we're going to revert back to our true selves, our old habits. And that's when this went into inverse, Knight of Pentacles. And she saw that. And I think that that's what broke it up. Basically, it's just a lack of, he's not able to have a stable connection and a stable life with someone right now. He's still very much in his career. He's still very much focused on other things, I guess. And so it's hard for him to stay consistent with someone. And that could be, a soul lesson that he's working through. He does have a lot of Aquarius energy, very air sign, hard to pin down, hard to follow through. But the Judgment in reverse, I would say that this was a big deal to him because Judgment is major arcana. And I think that this has made him question the way that he operates in relationships. And hopefully, the purpose of this connection and breakup was so that he could learn that valuable lesson so that he can move on and with those lessons, for the relationship that is right for him, be able to use what he's learned. And same thing with Taylor. She's learned things about herself as well. So ultimately, they're obviously going to find other people. They're both amazing. Anything else about their breakup before we pull the card for Davis? Anything else about the breakup between Harry and Taylor? Anything else? 10 of Pentacles, money and abundance. Okay, ultimately, this is a positive thing for both of them. I think that both, like I said, were trying to kind of bend around each other and be something that they're not. And when you do that too much, it'll dampen your spirit. So I think that because of this breakup, as hard as it is for both of them, I think that Taylor is going to go on to be even more successful. 10 of Pentacles. We already saw her make her debut at the Met Gala. Huge. Her career is only going to keep expanding. And I think that now that she's free of this burden, because I think the relationship did start to become a burden because it started to feel hard and hurtful and, just wasn't working. I think that now that she's no longer dragged down, she's going to have even more success. So we're going to see that unfold. And then with Harry, I think that he had a lot of guilt and sadness as well. And so I think that he's going to be happier and, because he's happier, going to do more things, be more positive, be more abundant as well. So ultimately, this was a good thing for both of them, I think. So, you know what? Sending them love. Hopefully, they learn what they needed to and they're going to move on and be happy and abundant, you know, with other people and hopefully still friendly at least. Okay. And now for Davis, you wanted us to pull a card for Andrew Garfield and who is it? Dr. Somebody. Now, I don't know anything about his relationship, but let's see. Let's see. So, Andrew Garfield apparently is dating a doctor. Okay. What's going on with Andrew Garfield's current relationship? Let's see what we get. Hi, Nigel. Oh my gosh. How are you? How are you? Aw, sending you love and light also. I hope you're having the best day and a great week. Happy Gemini season, Nigel. Gemini season is great for music and creativity. So I think hopefully you're just going to be loving it on your vibe because you're so creative and love music. Okay, let's see. We're on our last card pull, Nigel. But I was so happy that you came and said hi. We're always sending you such good vibes. Okay, let's see. Anything for Andrew Garfield, his love life. The Hanged Man. Interesting. Okay. So I don't know much about his current relationship, but I will say they seem to be in a place where they're kind of in limbo. I don't know if they really know where they're at. Interesting to get the Hanged Man. Okay, let's pull his energy and then let's pull her energy. Voice of Davis says she's a witch doctor who does spiritual readings. Oh, is she kind of like Shawn Mendes' ex-girlfriend? How she was kind of like in the mystery school or something? TJ says, "Hi TJ. I think Davis also asked about Timmy and Taylor Russell's relationship." Okay, that's the one. Yes, thank you TJ. Okay. That's the one I think I like saw earlier than I missed it. All right. We will pull one of those too. Love Gemini season. I do too. I love it so much. It's so fun. Okay. I've already been feeling so creative today. Like, I definitely felt the shift. And then we have Jupiter moving into Gemini later this week. So it's going to be a good week. All right. Let's see. Let's pull a card for her energy first, actually. I want to get her energy. What is her intention in her relationship with Andrew Garfield? What is her vibe? Like, let's just see how she is. What's going on with her? Oh, here we go. Okay, we're getting something. Guys, what? Why is the Three of Wands stalking us? It's in like every other reading. My gosh, like there must be something going on in the astrology. I'll have to think about it. Why the Three of Wands, either in the upright or reverse, is like such a strong theme for the collective right now. Okay. But nevertheless, we shall continue on. Three of Wands in the reverse. So she is of that same energy we were talking about earlier of not wanting to move forward, of being kind of like stuck, which is interesting because we have this Hanged Man. So I hate to say this, Davis. I don't know how long they've been together, but this looks to me like the energy of a breakup because they're not moving forward right now. And then she is in at Three of Wands reverse, which is what JLo was in. We asked about Ben Affleck and how she feels about the breakup. She's the same way. She's resisting, I think, what could be an inevitable breakup, but she doesn't want to believe it. It's like, and they haven't officially broken up, but that is, yeah, it doesn't look like they're moving forward, basically. Okay, what about Beth? I'm a triple Gemini. Oh my gosh, Beth, it's your time. Oh my gosh, it's your time to shine. Wait till Jupiter enters Gemini on the 25th. Beth, you have to keep us updated on all the good things that happen because that is so amazing. Triple Gemini. Oh my God, you're going to be having so much fun this season. This is so good. You're going to have Jupiter conjunct your big three for a full year. Beth, oh my God, you're going to have the best year. Okay, that's exciting. What about Andrew Garfield? What is his energy like when it comes to this relationship? How does he feel about her? How does he feel about the connection? The Star card. Let's get a clarifier. Something to do with fame. Something to do with fame. It's also the Aquarius card. And she's a healer. Let's just see. Okay, I need a clarifier for sure. How does he feel about the relationship? Six of Pentacles. Okay, weird. So he feels positive about their relationship. So maybe she's the one that's resisting the breakup. This is really strange, guys. I need to do past, present, future. This is a strange energy. Okay. He feels positively about the connection. He feels generous towards her. I think that he may even be healing through this connection. The Star card is all about healing after difficulty. It comes right after the Tower. So I was thinking that she was resisting the breakup, but to me, she may be the one who's putting on the brakes. She may be the reason for the Hanged Man energy. So she may be actually the one that's over it. Okay, interesting. Let's do past, present, future. Oh, his moon is in Aquarius. Okay, so thank you so much, Voice of Davis, for that information. So if his moon is in Aquarius, and we pull the Aquarius card. That represents his feelings, his emotions. And then we have this 6 of Pentacles. So he feels really good. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. Well, I hope you find someone since Emma Stone is married with a baby, right? Okay. Need more of my iced coffee. Oh my God. Okay. Past, present, future. Let's see. Andrew Garfield and this doctor person who's like a healer. Seems some interesting energy going through. In the past, King of Wands. Okay, attraction. Well, King of Wands. Yeah. So there was a lot of attraction there. I think that he really pursued her heavily, which also makes sense why she would be in hangman energy and maybe on the fence about him. He was definitely like pursuing her. It was like attraction at first sight. The lightning bolt feeling of like, oh my gosh, this person, like very much he was into her from the beginning. Okay. And what about the present? That was like the dominating energy. In the present, he's really into her. My gosh. Ooh, okay, the 6 of swords in reverse. Moving away, oh my gosh. In the upright, this is moving away from one situation, typically a relationship, and moving towards a better situation. Even though this is in reverse, I don't like that this has come up at all. And this is also explaining the hanged man energy and the energy of the 3 of wands in reverse. So this card in reverse is saying that there is this energy present of someone wanting to leave the relationship, and I think it's her based on the cards. So I think she wants to leave the relationship for some reason, but this is in the reverse, so there's something holding her back. She's not leaving the relationship, but she wants to. Why? Why does she want to leave the relationship? This is taking a whole turn here. Justice. Let me get a clarifier. Justice card. Knight of Wands. Oh my God. Okay, allegedly for entertainment purposes, guys. Allegedly for entertainment purposes. I think that there could be somebody else. This got wild. There's somebody else. There's a Knight of Wands. So we have a King of Wands and we have a Knight of Wands. There's somebody else represented by this Knight of Wands and this Justice card. It could be someone younger. Um, Justice is about like, morality and feeling like you need to be like moral and balanced. I think she isn't leaving because she feels bad because she's like made certain commitments or they've had certain discussions. But I think that she met somebody else. This took such a turn. I think she met somebody else who's younger, a little bit younger, and she's staying because she feels bad. But I think that her heart's not in the connection anymore. So that's the hangman energy. And that is the 3 of wands in reverse. She's resisting planning for the future because she's not really in it. She needs to leave then. I mean, you can't just lead somebody on. Oh my God. So I don't think this one's going to last. Okay. Future card. Oh Lord. Penny says the wand. LOL. I know, right? The always with the wand. Queen of Wands. Oh, always literally always with the wand. Queen of Wands. So in the future, she's going to turn into the Queen of Wands. And I think that she's going to leave to pursue her passion. So yikes. Okay. That's the story. It's a little bit wild. I think that Andrew Garfield is going to get his heart broken on this one, but I'm sure there's somebody around the corner. He's very successful. A lot of women, I'm sure, just love him. It's just a matter of him finding the right person. I don't think that she is it. So he must be learning some sort of lesson. Um, but it's interesting that he was the King of Wands at the beginning and she's the Queen of Wands at the end of the connection. Wow. This was definitely a lesson that was meant to happen. I kind of feel like she got her mojo back, like, from this connection, and even though it's not going to last, allegedly for entertainment purposes, I think that she's going to, like, be able to move on to find the right person, and I think that, like, he's gonna be able to do the same. Like, it's giving karmic connection, it's giving, like, maybe they had a past life thing going on, I don't know. But yeah, it doesn't seem like it's going to last. So this might not be the one, but I don't know what else to say about that. That was a wild story. That was absolutely wild. And hopefully she makes the decision to let go and not like lead him on if she's not in it anymore. That was crazy. All right. And then last one. Thank you for reminding me, TJ Davis. You wanted to know about Timothy Chalamet and Taylor Russell's relationship. We'll pull a couple cards on that just to see. Now, were there rumors that they were in a relationship? I've never heard that. I know, but it's sad for him. I know. He'll be okay though. He'll be okay. I think he'll find somebody else. It is sad for sure. I know. I feel sad too, but it'll be okay. Okay, Nigel says, in honor of Gemini season, I'm going to recommend y'all one album that I've been obsessed with lately. It's an Arabic pop R&B album. Okay, hit us with it, Nigel. Fantastic. Getting some new stuff. Gemini, all about trying new things, experiencing different communication styles, different songs, artists. Very good. Very good. Very good. Okay. I have not heard about Taylor Russell and Timothy Chalamet. I don't know if they ever had a relationship or if they're just friends. I don't know. We'll see what the cards say. The nature of their connection. Eight of Pentacles, work. Work. Oh my God, how funny. Davis, I feel like it was always a work connection. That is so funny. Like, it doesn't get more clear than that. Just like work. Eight of Pentacles, it's a work thing. I think they're work friends, they're colleagues for sure. That's a very solid, like, we work together. Okay, let's see. How does Timothy feel towards Taylor Russell? Let's just get their feelings behind this work connection. Okay, Voice of Davis said they just did a movie together and people thought they had chemistry. Oh my God, Voice of Davis, interesting. And it looks like Kylie's on the rocks with Timothy. I mean, in the members only prediction, I predicted wasn't looking good. And then Taylor and Harry announced a breakup. Voice of Davis, you may be onto something. Okay, Nigel says the album is called Waledto by Eliana. It has 9 tracks. Hope you guys enjoy. Thank you, Nigel. Fantastic. We will check it out. Thank you for the recommendations. Okay. Waledto means I am born. Ooh, cool. And then 9 tracks, 9 being the energy of like death and rebirth, transformation. Ooh, I kind of love it. Okay. I'm definitely going to check it out. I'm so curious. Thank you, Nigel. All right. They just did a movie together. Let's see. Okay. So, how does Timothy feel towards Taylor? This is spicy tea here. Queen of Wands, shut up. He sees her as the Queen of Wands. There's a lot of wands going around. He sees her as beautiful, passionate, interesting, dynamic. Would I say that he's attracted to her romantically? I would say yes. The Queen of Wands is like your ideal, it would be like your ideal woman. Wow. Okay. I mean, he sees her as the Queen of Wands. Oh, dang. Okay. Also, sunflowers, as you guys know, um, are all about the solar plexus chakra. And that's why I love sunflowers. Sunflower is the state flower of Kansas, which, I went to KU and all that. So I like have an affinity with sunflowers. I love them. It's why I chose the dog Sunny that we rescued because his name was Sunflower at the rescue. And I was like, I knew immediately I had to help him. We had to rescue him. Anyway, so I'm big on sunflowers. To me, it's definitely like a symbol of like someone um reflecting or bringing out like your purpose or your path. So it can be pretty deep, but it's definitely about your passion and igniting your solar plexus chakra. So I think that he feels something like a real connection or a spark around her. It could be that he's attracted to her romantically, or it could be that he feels like she helps him learn something, or she's taught him something, or he admires her and wants to emulate one of her qualities. But there's something, definitely she's made an impression on him in a profound way. Okay. How does how does Taylor Russell feel about Timothy Chalamet? I mean, to see her as the Queen of Wands, that's pretty major. 7 of Swords. What? She sees him as sneaky. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. She sees him as sneaky. I wonder if he tried to hit on her when she was in a relationship and while he's been in a relationship. She sees him as sneaky. Okay, we got to do the past, present, future now. I need to know what happened. What has transpired to affirm that they are work colleagues where he sees her as the queen of wands and she sees him as sneaky. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see what happened. Past, present, future. And then we're all going to go to sleep. Let's see. Penny, I'm growing sunflowers. Penny, you're going to make me cry. You're growing sunflowers. Oh, like that's literally like one of my angel signs along with 111. Penny, oh my gosh. Penny soul sister. That's beautiful. I love that you're growing sunflowers. That's just like that's so beautiful. Love it. Good for you. And like how cool. Oh my god. Wow. That's just so cool. I don't even know how you would grow sunflowers. Like what climate or that's just amazing. Oh my gosh, Penny, you've got a green thumb. Right there, easy. Throw some seeds outside. Penny. Okay, deal. I should try to grow some. I love them so much. Okay, if I grow some, I'll let you know. Oh my god, Penny, that cracked me up. Throw them outside. You're like, why are you making a big deal? All right. Past, present, future. Timothy and Taylor Russell, what has transpired while they've been filming a movie together to where she thinks he is a Seven of Swords little sneakster and he thinks she's an amazing, passionate, beautiful Queen of Wands. Okay. Oop, cards are dropping. I think we've tapped in. When they first met, the energy between them. Page of Wands, a new beginning, which makes sense because they were first meeting. Page of Wands in this sense would be the beginning of something passionate. So I'd say like a new project because wands can also be creativity as well as like sexy stuff. So definitely creativity. They were like, oh my gosh, exciting. We're working together on a new project. Pages are things that are new. So yes, I think that it was about the project. A lot of creativity, really good. Okay. That was when they first met. What about, oh my God, I just dropped so many cards. Excuse me. I think that something happened. I'm just gonna take dropping all those cards as something happened. There's a reason that Taylor sees him allegedly as the Seven of Swords. And what happened? So we're here in the present. What happened? Why does she see him as the Seven of Swords then? King of Cups, emotional, something having to do with his emotions, the way that he expresses his feelings. This could be also love energy. Also, the King of Cups wears a fish around his neck. So, in certain circumstances, it can be associated with the Pisces energy of being wishy washy or lying, being two faced. Now, I only read it that way when I'm asking a question like this. Typically, I'm like, oh, it's a man who is very like in love with you because it's like the highest love card in the royal cards. But the fish does symbolize the double meaning of it being someone who is, two-faced or lying, Neptunian, able to create an illusion. Okay. All right. And because we got the 7 of swords, so he lied about something basically. Or something happened where he was dishonest and she saw it. What was it? What happened? The magician. The magician can create anything out of thin air. Okay, what was he magicianing about? What was he lying about? Something having to do with his romantic life or his emotions for sure. Allegedly for entertainment purposes. TJ, he's a Pisces moon. Stop it, TJ. Oh my. Okay, thank you for confirming that part of the tea. Holy smokes, TJ. Wow. He is a sweet talker. Yep. Penny, you sent that at 11:11 p.m. Confirmation. He's a sweet talker for sure. Oh my God, you guys. Look at you. TJ then Beth. We're just confirming. This is a group effort. Okay, what about what? What was the incident? King of Wands. Oh my God. Okay, so again, same theme in a way. He saw her as the Queen of Wands. I was hoping that this wasn't going to be as cliche, as it could be. And unfortunately, it is extremely cliche. He's the King of Wands. He Even though he's in a relationship, he's a magician. He thought that he could make whatever he wants happen, and King of Wands would definitely be romantically, or otherwise, like, pursuing someone, hitting on someone. As you said, Penny, a sweet talker. I definitely think that he propositioned her. Again, with the wands, Beth says, I think he's a player or wants to be wand boy. Okay, you know how we said that leading with the wands should be a t-shirt? Beth, I take that back. I think wand boy should be a t-shirt. That is so I'm sorry, that is so funny to me. Okay. Yeah. So as Beth says, a wand boy. And I think she lost complete respect for him at that point. So I don't think, to clarify, I don't think that anything happened because she saw him as the 7 of swords. She was not interested in that type of situation. I think she's a loyal person, but it changed the way that she views him. Okay. Yikes. Okay, in the future, like, what is their relationship like when they interact? Wow. This is Page of Pentacles. So it's about money. Um, if they like have to do any press, I don't know if they've already done press for the film. I'm not sure what the movie is. But like if they have to work together in some capacity or in the future, Page of Pentacles, this is like a potential to be very successful with one another. So they may work together again in the future. Pages, like I said, it's like a new beginning. It has to do with money, finances. So there could be opportunities in the future for them to make money together. If they were really well received, they could be like a lot of other celebrities who end up kind of having the same co-star a few times. Um, Anything else about their future connection? I think Timothy Chalamet is a sweet talker, by the way, based on all this. 6 of Cups. Wow, partnership. Okay. But sixes, so the 6 of Cups can be a past life partnership, though. They may have karma together. I would be interested to do one of the karmic birth chart readings because it looks like they have karma. 6 of Cups, maybe in a past life something is owed. I know this is getting very deep. I'm telling you, as long as Pluto is retrograde in Aquarius, which is my rising sign, I can't help but just like dive deep into the tea. It's like the surface readings aren't happening right now. Um, any clarification on that 6 of Cups? The High Priestess. Yeah, so definitely giving a lot of things going on beneath the surface. She is intuitively, I think, tapped into it. I don't think that he is. I feel like she really kind of avoids him. I think the money or the opportunity would have to be really right for her to work with him again because of the 6 of Cups, because of a past life energy that I think High Priestess, I think she intuitively feels when she's around him. There could be like some sort of karmic debt. Oh my God. Anything else? This is crazy. Anything else? Penny says LMAO. Ace of Wands. Okay, that this is just confirming that your wand boy thing was correct. So he's kind of a wand boy, and I think here's the thing. I think that she knows it, High Priestess. I think that they could have had some sort of weird like past life connection that he feels, and I think he was thinking this could be, another go around in this life. Maybe that's part of the lesson of her like walking away from him needing to learn that you can't just be a wand boy forever in every lifetime. I don't know. It's something. But at the end of the day, the confirmation and the final word was the Ace of Wands, that he is in fact a wand boy, and she saw through it. And, I don't think that they have a genuine connection. I think that he wishes that he had a deeper connection with her. It looks like he would even leave a current relationship to be with her. I think there's major attraction on his part. I don't think that she feels that attraction whatsoever, and I think that she also really doesn't respect him because, I think, yeah, he hit on her while he was in a relationship. So I don't think that they were breaking up with, their significant others to be together. I think that it's more of a karmic thing where, he was interested and she was not. And maybe that's part of his karma is to, like, lose both women. I don't know because of his actions. I don't know. Yikes. Well, that's what I have tonight. That's the tarot tea on that. Holy smokes, guys. That was wild. That was crazy. Thank you all so much for being here. This was a lot of fun, and you guys had so much just, like, context, birth chart info, um, like, info from, like, tabloids. It was amazing. I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all make it really fun, and, yeah, this was great. I agree. This was great. TJ, a doozy. It really was a doozy. I'm like, "Ooh, alright, I'm ready for bed now." Thank you guys so much. Y'all are amazing. And a lot of videos are coming out this week. I've pre-filmed a few of them. Like I said, it's Gemini season, and Gemini rules my fifth house, actually, which is creativity. And I've been feeling it. I was just like boom, boom, boom today. So I'm really excited to be back on track. We went from a fourth house focus for me to a fifth house, and it's so accurate. So I had to get these guys in order during Taurus season. We shall get into Gemini season now. I'm excited. So, a lot of good stuff coming. Just know this is going to be a really good week to manifest. So, we're going to keep our thoughts positive, and I'll have more cosmic dates and things for you this week. But I love you guys. Get some good rest. Nigel, have a good work day. And I will talk to you guys very soon. So, take care. Thank you for everything. Aw, Babu, thank you for your time also. You guys make it fun. Oh, Beth. Hold on, Beth. Maybe Timothy should get together with Ariana Grande. Beth, yes. Absolutely. That would actually be so fitting. Thank you, Beth. You have a great night too. You enjoy as well. Good night, everybody. Sweet dreams.